This tutorial is for the customizable married SVGs for ornaments. So I've downloaded the file, the SVG here, and this is how it comes up in Cricut Design Space. So before you get started, if you want to do this one, the top one that says all stops, you just go to defont.com and download the script in Italia. Make sure you download it as OpenType and not TrueType or it won't work. And also for these ones, we use the font subscriber and it's at defont.com as well, and they're commercial use fonts. So you can use them for your designs if you sell them and whatnot. Okay, so first I'm going to ungroup everything. It's a big file, so it takes a minute. And I'm going to get rid of all this because those are just information for you. So I'm going to start with this ornament, and I'm going to say that the year that they were married is a different year. So I'm going to get rid of that and say it was 2019 that they were established. I'm also going to change the last name because they're obviously not going to have the same last name. So I'm going to choose the font as, I'm just going to type in WNTT and then it will come up. I'm going to size it, and I'm also going to attach it so that, and weld it also. Oops. Yeah, that way there's no funny cuts. And I'm going to take this here, I'm going to size it to where I want it, what looks good. I'm going to, you can leave it a different color or you can make it the same color. I'm going to keep it all that color. And then once you've had this, you can just select all that, delete it, grab, if you want all these to be, you're going to want them all to be attached together, especially if they're the same color. So you just go attach, and then I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to go group, and I'm going to size it. My ornament is 3 inches, so I'm going to go like that. I'm just going to put it over here, and I'll work with that later. So now for this one, I'm going to change the names on there, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to put my own names. Obviously, I don't want this font, so I'm going to go up to here. I'm going to download the subscriber font. I'm just going to start typing it, and it gives me this. I'm going to make it smaller to fit in this spot here. You don't want to make it too small or it will be hard to weed. And then I'm going to click off it. I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to make it the same color, so the whole thing's the same color. You can change your colors if you want, but I'm going to keep it all the same color. And then you just select all the different layers like that, and I'm going to attach them so they all print the same. And for this one, if you want to change the year, you just delete that. Say they are married in 2020. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to do the exact same thing we did for this one. Put the text in. We're going to change the names. If you don't want any, the capitals are a bit bigger, so I just type it. I like them all the same size, so I type it without capitals. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to put this. Ooh, I'm going to size it. I'm going to make it as big as possible so it's easier to weed. I'm also going to make it the same color as everything else so it's easier. Then I'm going to select all these layers, and I'm going to attach them. And now I'm also going to select all of this and group it. I'm going to get rid of all this because we don't need that anymore. And I'm going to select all this and I'm going to group it. And I'm going to do the same thing because my ornaments are all 3 inches. And I'm going to size it up here to make it 3 inches. And then once you're ready to cut, unless you have a Cricut Maker and you're actually cutting the acrylic, select this and then ungroup it, and it will bring it to the top. And you want to get rid of all of these backgrounds now that they're sized properly to 3 inches. So once you've already sized them to 3 inches, you can get rid of this. Sometimes you have to ungroup it or you'll accidentally delete the whole thing. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to delete, and I'm going to select the last one. I'm going to ungroup. It always brings it to the top. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to delete. And there you go. You have all your files that are ready to cut in the right size and ready to go. Just hit make it and follow the directions.